Hello and welcome you all in the class of English Literature, Chapter 11, that is Bidar's Ancient Waterworks. Students, now let's go to the chapter. So students, firstly question comes in our mind that what do we know about Kares? Kares is an indigenous method of irrigation in which groundwater is tapped by a tunnel. After running for some distance, the tunnel comes out in the open and the water is conducted to the command area. So student, Kares system was built by Bahmani kings in 15th century by the Bahmani kings in Bidar, Gulbarg and Bijapur in Karnataka and also in Burhanpur in Madhya Pradesh. Kares is nothing but the underground canals built to underground water streams. Being located at the farthest of around 700 km from the state capital Bangalore, it has been neglected by the state government for a long time. However, owing to its rich heritage, the city has a prominent place on the archaeological map of India. So students, the Bidar fort is more than 500 years old and is still standing strong. According to the book Bidar Heritage published by the State Department of Archaeology, Museums and Heritage, Bidar is home for the second biggest Indian Air Force training center in the country. The IAF station Bidar is used for advanced jet training of prospective fighter pilots. Now students, ancient Karas system in the city have been recently discovered. The Karas Canal is an underground network of aqueducts for water supply. The Bidar Karas is built in the 15th century, is more than 3 km long with 21 air vents. Underground canals built to connect underground water streams were meant to provide drinking water to civilian settlements and the garrison inside the Bidar fort. This was necessary in a city where the soil was rocky and drilling wells was difficult. So, this system taps into natural water sources and diverts and transports the water to the nearest human settlement. The Karas system in Bidar dates back to more than half a millennium to the 15th and 16th centuries, when the area was under the control of the Bahmani Sultanate. The water stops here and the access is used for agriculture in the farms. Now, Nagnath is an activist with Team Yuva, a city-based NGO, and is just one of many people who have actively worked to map and restore the Karas system since it was discovered, along with the Indian Heritage Cities Network Foundation, means IHCNF, in partnership with the district administration and the Deccan Heritage Foundation. Now, if you come to the history, Bidar is reported to have 3 Karases across the city, out of which work is ongoing to restore 2 of them, the Nawab Kares and the Jamuna Mori Kares. The Nawab Kares was first documented in the 1920s by Ghulam Yazdani and archaeologists, but rediscovered a few years ago, following which it has been fully mapped and brought to the public. So it explains by V. Govindan Kutti, an assistant professor in geography at the Government College Chittoor. So the rehabilitation project was initiated by the Karnataka Urban Infrastructure Development Finance Corporation and ISCNF was appointed as the technical consultant. Govindan Kutti at that time was an employee of the ISCNF. Now students, a unique system this is. The Nawab Kares, unlike traditional water systems, doesn't transport water from a higher altitude to a lower one. The mother well is at a lower elevation while the mouth is at a higher elevation. The build is created an inner flow and the tunnel itself is not a perfect slope. There are depressions in between the vent where water is stored to ensure that erosion. So there are 2 more systems in Bidar. At close to 7 km, the Shukla Tirth Kares is the longest one. On the other hand, the Jamuna Kares actually originates within a lake. Seepage from the lake enters the Kares channel below and carries it in towards the city. It is also connected with the Shukla Tirth Kares channel to ensure it never dries up. Govindan Kutti adds, the Bidar Kares is also unique as it is estimated to be the first such system built in India. The Bidar Kares is also unique of its naturally available laterite geology in the region. Now, keeping the Karis clean, a big challenge that the activists involved in the restoration phase is garbage that is strewn on the roads or into open drains could potentially seep into the system and pollute the water. To tackle this, the Deccan Heritage Foundation DHF has teamed up with an NGO, Sahas. We have distributed blue color bags to around 400 houses in the area. Nature handed them an unexpected turning point following the overfall deficient rainfall since 2012. In the summer of 2016, for the first time in living memory, most of Bidar's Baudis and Kalyanis ran dry. When this happened, people took the Karis and Baudis seriously, and it was easier to generate awareness about them. In a way, the crisis became an opportunity. It says by Vinay Malge, 35, a civil contractor. Now, students, to date, Govindan Kutti has mapped 28 vents of the Nabat Karis, which also serve as wells that harvest rainwater, although the numbers remain changeable as work on the Karis restoration continues. In the beginning, he had little to go by besides the presence of fig and jamun trees and certain shrubs as indicators of water nearby. Often alone, the 43-year-old academic has climbed down 4-story deep vents tied to a rope, taken several bruising falls down bramble and boulders. The Nabat Karis or Surang Bhavi is a complex system Govindan Kutti discovered which works inversely underground to leverage gravity. That is, the plateau's natural gradient ascends from the mouth to the mother well, but the tunnel underneath has been cut to descend from the mother well to the mouth. Initially, even he was surprised. Govindan Kutti says, "How did they do it?" Meanwhile, Govindan Kutti persuaded C. Kunjambu Attan, a highly regarded 76-year-old water diviner from Kerala, to travel by flight for the first time in his life and share his native wisdom at a March 2015 seminar on the glory that was Bidar, inaugurated by the late APJ Abdul Kalam, who took a personal interest in the subject and conversed privately with restorers for half an hour. "There is water here," the old man from Kasaragod said simply after reading the landscape and its botany and placing his hands on the earth. The water warriors continue undeterred. Malji says, "People's behavior is the most difficult challenge. We clean and distilled water returns and everyone benefits. But the minute we go forward, garbage is dumped again. All we can hope is that the sanctity of these water bodies will be respected." Now they have plenty more to do. Last year, there was not a drop of water in the 117-acre Vilaspur tank to the northwest of Bidar. Desilted completely, it is now a beautiful expanse of water welcoming migratory birds. So students, I told you how does the Karis system works. So I told you earlier also that Karis is an indigenous method of irrigation in which groundwater is tapped by a tunnel. So after running for some distance, the tunnel comes out in the open and the water is conducted to the command area. And Karis system was built by Bahmani kings in 15th century by the Bahmani kings in Bidar. So underground canals built to underground water streams which are meant to provide drinking water to civilian settlements. So students, now here your chapter is completed. Go through your question answers and exercises, and if you have not understood, go through the chapter again. Now we will meet in next chapter. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.